Hello everyone. This is the sixth video of chemical kinetics. In this video, let us understand about rate law. When a chemical reaction proceeds, the reactants are converted into products, isn't it? As a result, with time, the concentration of reactant decreases and the concentration of product increases. This we can also represent graphically like this. This is the concentration axis and this is time. At the beginning, that is when t equal to 0, the concentration of reactant is maximum, and with time some amount of reactant is converted into product. It means the concentration of reactant is decreasing with time. That we are representing like this. At the same time, at the beginning concentration of product is 0, and with time the concentration of product is increasing. This is how it moves. So this is in terms of reactants, and this represents the products. So the change in concentration of various species, that is whether it is reactant or product, takes place rapidly at the beginning here, but it becomes slow as the reaction approaches towards the final stage. So from the above observation, it can be concluded that at the start of the reaction, the rate of reaction is more because the concentration change is more, and it decreases with passage of time, isn't it? So this means that the rate of reaction is directly proportional to concentration of the reactants. You can say that the rate of reaction is directly proportional to concentration. So the quantitative relation between the rate of reaction and the molar concentration of the reactant substances is given by law of mass action. So what is law of mass action? At a given temperature, the rate of a chemical reaction is directly proportional to the active masses of the reactants. The rate of a chemical reaction at a given temperature is directly proportional to active masses of the reactants. What's the meaning of active mass? Active mass is nothing but molar concentration. Means the rate of a reaction is directly proportional to molar concentration of the reactants. Suppose if we consider this general reaction where A moles of capital A reacts with B moles of capital B to form products. So the rate of reaction is directly proportional to concentration of A to the power of A into B to the power of B. When we remove this proportional, we will be getting a constant which is nothing but K. So K is the proportionality constant here, which we call it as rate constant, or this is also called as velocity constant. So what are the small a and small b here? They are nothing but the number of moles in the balanced chemical equation. So A and B here are the number of moles in this particular equation. So now suppose if we take the concentration of A as equal to 1, and the concentration of B also as equal to 1, then what will be rate? Rate is nothing but equal to K. This itself becomes the definition for this rate constant. So the rate constant is defined as the rate of reaction, means R, when concentration of each of the reactant is unity. Whenever we are taking the concentration of all the reactants equal to 1, whatever is the value of rate of reaction, that itself is the value of rate constant. So this becomes the definition of rate constant, and we will get this for 1 mark in board examination. And that is the reason why we also call this rate constant as specific rate or specific reaction rate. But experimental determination of rate of reaction suggests that it is not always possible to say the exponents of concentration terms which as equal to the stoichiometric coefficients of the reactants. So we can write the rate of reaction as equal to rate equal to K into A power X B power Y. What is this X and Y? This X and Y may or may not be equal to this A and B. What are A and B? A are the number of moles given in the balanced chemical equation. And what is this X and Y? What is X and Y? X and Y are the terms which we are getting based on the experimental observation. So this above expression which correlates the concentration terms with rate of reaction, this is called as rate law, or we call it as differential rate law. So how can we define this? This is how rate law is defined. It is defined as the observed expression in which rate is related to molar concentration of reactants with each term raised to the same power, which may or may not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficient of the reacting species in the balanced chemical equation. This is what we are saying. This X and Y we are getting from the experimental observation. These values may or may not be equal to the theoretical values which are given in the balanced chemical equation. Let's understand this. This is a general reaction we had taken here. Law of mass action will give you the theoretical dependence of the rate of reaction on concentration term. Means this one we get it from the balanced chemical equation. Whereas rate law gives the experimentally observed dependence of rate on concentration of reactants. This is a basic difference. Here we are writing like this: rate is equal to K into A power A into B power B, which we are getting from the balanced chemical equation. Whereas according to rate law we write it as R equal to K into A power X into B power Y. This X and Y may or may not be equal to this A and B, and this information we get it only through the experiment. We cannot predict by our own. Is it clear now? Now let's understand a very important topic, that is the characteristics of rate constant. Here is the first one. The rate constant is a measure of the rate of reaction. What does this mean? It means here we get the information about the speed of the reaction. Means greater the value of rate constant, faster the reaction. So here the rate constant is a measure of rate of reaction. Greater the value of rate constant, faster the reaction. Second point, each and every reaction has a definite value of rate constant at a particular temperature. It means the rate constant value changes only with temperature. And this is a very important point given in several examinations. The rate constant value changes with change in temperature. And the next point, the value of rate constant, it does not depend upon the concentration of the reactants. It does not depend upon the volume of the vessel in which we are doing the experiment. So the rate constant value, it changes only with temperature. And another point, the units of this rate constant, that depends upon order of reaction. So based on the order of reaction, the units of rate constant value changes. So regarding this order of reaction, we will discuss in further videos. In the next video, let us understand about the collision theory of reaction rates.